The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the July 6th, the magical Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows, and I do mean absolutely knows, that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that, well, it's to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free. You can pick up that phone. You can dial on it at 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there. You can always send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question, of course, in our Tigers Den. Well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Magical, Magnificent Monday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now, I've got all the indices in the green. Dow's up 331, S&P 43, NASDAQ 247. That and the semis are up 50 points. The semis are lead. The charts are up 2.5%. NDX 100 not that far behind, 2 4/10%. And what else do we have up 2% wise? That's about it. Spot volatility is up 15 pennies or 0.5%. So that is an unusual diverging occurrence. It's something that we need to monitor over the course of the next couple of days out there. 1 day divergence on that usually is not the signal. You've got gold up $3. Silver's up 23 cents, having a nice day. Natural gas is up a nickel as that has put in what looks like a nice solid bottom. And you've got the 30-year Treasury back pulling back 17/30 seconds, trading out at 177.24. It's Amazon leading the charge dollar-wise up $125. Tesla not far behind, 114. Chipotle's up 58. Google is up 35. Mercado Libre 31. To the downside, Bellis Health off $8 or 72%. Ooh, that's a stinger. Spotify down $8, 3%. Dominion Energy off $8. A lot of eights out there, off 10% as well. Let's go to our first question out here. The first question is to take a look at, this came in from Michael H. And Michael wants to take a look at VaxArt Inc. VXRT. VXRT is the ticker symbol. So Michael's question is, this is Mike in New Hampshire, is one of the 7 operational warp speed companies out there. I guess you're referring to a virus or something. Looking to go long. At what price should I enter? Willing to hold short, medium, and long term. So here's what we know right now, just in looking at profiles out here. You're looking for support. So you'd like to buy support. Prices above all support levels, meaning the top of their profile. So the numbers I'm going to rattle off to you, just go ahead and jot those down on a pad of paper, Michael. On the daily time frame, the current profile levels that you would be looking for would be 476. That's one possibility. Anywhere between 476 to 356. Now, 356 is both the bottom and the center. So 356 would be more ideal. 476 is possible. It's possible that could be support. That's the old top of the daily profile. Now, it's not been tested, and so that way, in this case here, I don't really know if it will act as support or not, but it's what I'd be looking for. So 356 to 476. The weekly time frame says 382 would be the number. We won't come back to the monthly because that would make you wait until about 31 pennies out there. Now let's pull over my other chart and get a feel for what VXRT has done. What type of top did it make when it was making that move higher at about the $14 area? It's now at $6 out here. So I don't know the answer, but we're going to populate this chart. Oh, there you go. Now you've got the answer. And you can see there was bar number 8. That was the high of the pattern. So it was a TD9 count. And price right now, Michael, is pulling back and testing Stevie's green line. So now we know this is a normal test of support. And it's at about 617, 618, 624 is actually, 621 is the number. But we're not going to make much of a difference between 621 and 616 where it's trading right now. I'm not going to ask you to enter the position right now. But this is an area, Michael, where price could find support. Now, if it doesn't, that's what you're really looking for, because a close below, we'll call it around the 620 level, not 2 pennies, so you know what I mean, out there, is what you'd be looking for to then suggest they move back that 476, 356-ish type area. So we know we can clearly see the weekly topping signal that was out there. Isn't that the beauty of the TD9 count? It's such an easy pattern for you to learn out here. Now, on a weekly basis, price was stretched, moving higher, doing less relative energy, no bearish reversal candle. But this is suggesting that price could pull back and test its green line, the oscillator and change line. That's at the 449 level. So 449 is certainly doable. And if we get below the 620 area, that seems like your range for support. Now, I'm giving you the range because you're saying to yourself, hey, I'm interested in holding on to this thing long term. Now, where price found resistance, let me pull this chart back. You can see it. So this is the interesting thing. On a daily basis, as price was punching up, was punching higher, it was also testing its second level of its TD9 count breakdown level on a monthly chart. And that's 946. And we can see that by the end of the month of June, that level acted as resistance. So that's a key resistance level. So in your trading, should you trade this, should you hold this, Michael, on a monthly basis, you're looking for closes above 946 out there. Take that when you get to it. Right now, we're just focused on where price will pull back. So price is pulling right back into support. Would I buy it right here, right now? The answer would be no, I wouldn't. I would wait for additional proof, additional information. From a volume standpoint, price on Thursday it was, Wednesday was 29 million, then it dropped to 17 million. You're at 15 million today. So, today is as much a holiday as Thursday was. Maybe, maybe not, but you're pushing lower with more volume than what you saw. And we're only at 113 in the afternoon out there. So another reason to not try to buy a pullback to Stevie's green line out there. So, Michael, thanks for writing in. Hope that helps you out, and have a terrific, have a magical Monday out there. It sounds kind of weenie, doesn't it? But we had a request out there. Weenie, meaning you're referring to those, those little hot dogs that many people probably had over the 4th of July weekend. And I did see, I wasn't really indoors much. What did they do with the hot dog eating contests? Anybody know out there? Isn't that a 4th of July thing, right? Where that guy, what's his name, Joey something or other, stuffs down, 50 hot dogs in 2 minutes. Something along those lines out there. They probably canceled that because that was always on the Joey Chestnut. There you go. All right, don't they do that at the boardwalk in Jersey? Yeah, no way that governor was going to let that happen. Hey, let's go to our next question out here. Was from the Inside the Tigers Den. I think it might have been Jimmy. If it wasn't Jimmy, my apologies out there. But the question was, could we take a look at 75 dogs in 10 minutes? Oh, man. Just thinking about it almost makes you want to throw up, doesn't it? I think one dog in 10 minutes kind of puts you on the edge, doesn't it? And I'm from Detroit, and I love Coney Island. So we get back from this break. The question is Tesla ever going to top? We're going to go figure that out.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has just launched their July 4th Tiger Dollar sale. For 1 week only, we've doubled all the bonuses where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good on all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and trading services and never expire. For all the details and to get your Tiger Dollars before this sale ends Monday, July 6th, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the stock for Tesla. It's trading out at 1,327 buckaroonies out there, all-time high. And the question was, I guess, is this going to form a top out here? Can it form a top? So this is the weekly time frame. Price is traded above all of its profile levels. So we're not going to focus too much there. Although what I do have up on my screen for us to take a look at is the weekly time frame chart. And you can see the A to B equals CD pattern out here. The A point takes us all the way on a weekly basis, takes all the way back to the June of 2019 level when price was trading out at 117.69. And then it makes a high on a weekly basis out the week of February in 2020, gets up to 968.99 before pulling back about a 0.786 retracement. It was actually 78.09, so that qualifies as a 0.786 retracement. Now, Jimmy, was it you that was asking about Tesla out there? If it is, the thing so here's what we know. Price so far has made the 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD price projection. Now, what you knew was that last week was a wide-ranging bar coming into that 1 to 1 A to B equals CD. Do you see that? And you would never sell the D point of an A to B equals CD pattern with a wide-ranging bar. Now, somebody might out there, but I would say don't do it. The other thing that is interesting here that we should be taking a look at. No, everybody can justify in their mind how can Tesla be worth this, and it's got more value than Toyota or this or that or the other thing. All I am is a technician. Well, I'm more than a technician, but when it comes to this hour, it's really about being a technician for you and sharing with you tools that you're able to use as well to be able to answer these questions. Hey, where's Tesla going? The A to B equals CD pattern, there's no magic here. The only magic would be just simply understanding that you want to have an expansion portion of the A to B equals CD pattern, because only 60% of the time, and that's just a rough estimate, will you see a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD. In this case here, we had two messages telling us we wanted to do an extension of that. Those two messages, Jimmy, one was coming into the D point with a wide-ranging bar. Two, look at where price is trading on the left side of the C to D leg. What the heck do you mean there, Steve-O? The A to B leg right there, just that solid yellow line, the exact same angle used from the C point forward. It's important to understand the angle of out there where price is trading. And here it's on the strong side. It's on the left side, telling you it wants to do more than the 1-to-1. In this case here, maybe more than the 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD. The next price projection level is up at the 1631 area. Okay, so we've got that, at least with regard to our big picture with regard to Tesla. And irrespective, agnostic to Tesla, if we didn't have a name up here and we were just looking at this chart, you would still look at it the same way. So don't get caught up into the name or the company, try to justify. You're trying to figure out what's the message of the markets coming to you from buyers and sellers out there. Now, we take a look at Stevie's other tools because this helps us to identify potential other top or bottoming signals out here. In this case, we're looking for a top. So where are we as of today? We're going to be in bar number 5 of a TD9 count. And this could identify a top, but if it's going to identify a top out there, that's not going to take place until bars 8, 9 to the bar following 9. So we're a little ways away from that. There's no other daily pattern that I see inside of Tesla to indicate that we are near a top out here. Now, if we take a look at the weekly time frame, price moving higher, doing less relative energy. Should a bearish reversal candle form this week, next week, as long as this pattern is in play, that could be a top. But do we have one now? We don't. It bypassed the TD9 count top from a few weeks ago. So this tells you about the strong momentum. Yes, it's weak from the standpoint it's lacking energy as it moves higher. That doesn't mean it can't move higher. It just means if you see the bears rush in here, that's when you want to be very careful. We take a look at the monthly time frame chart out here. We do not have any kind of a signal for a top out there. And if I put up the quarterly just to see, do I have anything quarterly? I don't have anything out there. So with regard to Tesla, I think the two things that you're looking for, you're looking for some type of bearish reversal candle on the weekly, and on the and short of that, you're going to want to take a look at today's going to be bar 5. So you got Tuesday, 7, 8. It could be either Thursday, Friday, or Monday before that pattern might come into play out there. So I hope that helps you out. Thanks for asking about it. And that takes care of a couple different patterns that we like to take a look at. Let's go to our next question out here. I just want to make sure we get through all of this one coming from LB. And LB wants to take a look at WRTC. So let's get that going here. WRTC. And the question, I'm long WRTC, was wondering if it could give me current price targets from the long side. So you like this above the daily, weekly, and monthly a TAS market profile. So it's above all resistance. I'm just looking for what kind of pattern. I guess here what we can do is take a look at this daily A to B equals CD. So we're going to give you price projections. Our A point that we're starting with is down on the low from March 23rd. Our B point is going to be the high from June 2nd. And the retracement to set up that C point was the low that formed on June 11th. You can see right now, let's expand this out here. This is for lead. Oh, I expand it and then it disappears. So that's okay. We'll draw the A to B equals CD pattern in there. That way, in case you missed it, and I expanded the chart, so I might have grabbed a lower swing point. I don't know. I don't think I did. But so here's your A to B equals CD. No, I did not. Now, this is the cool thing. So, Jimmy, everything in life happens for us, right? Not to us. And you're asking a question about Tesla, and we looked at a weekly time frame chart. Now, this is the daily time frame chart. And then me going into saying, hey, we just have to be agnostic about the name of the instrument and just let's follow the pattern. So, Jimmy, here this makes a 1-to-1 A to B equals CD to the upside, right? The price projection is $12.75. Is there any chance in Kingdom Come that you would sell this stock? For this? Oh, Bitcoin? I don't know. On this? You went short this? Well, maybe you did, or maybe I'm not reading everything because of a dialogue in the conversation. Let me explain to you what we just did on that last chart for Tesla is exactly the same thing taking place here. This is telling us you want a projection, Lee. The next projected price area is 1459. 1459. That's on the daily basis for the A to B equals CD price target projection out here. Now let's go take a look at what's going on in the daily time frame chart. And we're seeing that what's taking place inside of Wrap Technology is very similar to what we looked at inside the NDX 100. So this is a little bit like the game of musical chairs. Now what I mean by that is prices moving higher doing less relative energy. If there's a bearish reversal candle, that tells us, okay, sellers are going to try to push the price down to a support level. We never know whether it can break through support. If it does break through support, tells us about a change in trend out here. Last time we had this Rhodes Momentum Indicator top inside WRTC was back on the trading day of January 22nd. The very next day was a bearish reversal candle. Price just pushed its way back to support the bottom of that daily profile. Never broke below that, but price never broke above the high of that Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. And eventually, when I say eventually, maybe about a dozen days after it tested support, it then went lower and created what? A Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom back on March the 24th. WRTC. We'll finish this off when we get back from this break. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that will take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So for Lee, we're taking a look at Wrap Technology. The current price projection is the 1 to 1.272. A to B equals CD up to the 1459 level. As we take a look at Stevie's other charts out here in the daily time frame, price pushing higher, doing less relative energy. Only a problem if you see a bearish reversal candle. The weekly chart, no topping signal out here. So all clear. And on the monthly time frame, I've got nothing as well. So Lee, that's the best that I can provide to you. I would stay with the trade, and best of luck there. We've got a request here from Alex to go take a look at Alibaba. BA is the ticker symbol, and let's go. Let's read his question out here. Sorry, I was multitasking. And hey, Steve, sold Alibaba at 239. Sold some. Still have more to sell. Has a profile moved up? So there's no new profiles out here. There was a bear structured profile. The price is trading above today, Alex. So that would be more reason to suggest staying with those additional shares. And that level was 226.50. Last week, price closed above the top of its bear structured profile, 219.96. You know how I like to have two bars to confirm a breakout or a breakdown? Well, this would be bar number 2 this week out here. So any close this week above 219.96 is bullish as well. So that would suggest sticking with the trade. Now let's look at Stevie's other charts out here. See if there's anything else that we can provide to Alex. So on the daily time frame, you repopulate this. What do I have? Don't have much. Let me do it this way. Reload my Ninja script. That is really weird that it's not printing in today's information out here. So let me just pull this back. This looks good as well because price is above 228. 228 was a TD9 count breakdown level. So that's another positive on the daily time frame. Again, nothing here that shows me any concern. On the weekly, price is beginning to move higher to a less relative energy, only a bearish reversal candle. Alex would have you sell the remaining shares or maybe a close back below support, but we're not there yet. So this, I pull this back further. No, nothing else out here to assist me with in Alibaba. And on the monthly time frame, this is in wave number 7. That's letter G. That can extend itself as long as it continues to make higher highs. So we won't have any kind of confirmation of that pattern. Price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. If there were to be a bearish reversal candle on the monthly basis, then you would have reason to take pause. So back to the daily time frame for Alibaba. All looks good here. And I would just stick with this trade. So thanks for writing in, Alex, and best of luck to you there. We had a request inside the Tiger's Den from Oda Nobunaga to go take one of the great warlords in Japan. What were your years, Oda? 15 something, right? 50, I don't remember. How long was Oda Nobunaga with us? In this world, I don't know his in any event out here, but yeah, we could just quickly take a look at it. He is a famous warlord general. Now the question is to take a look at what I did out here, Oda, because you were asking about the treasuries and you were asking about the TD counts out here. Now I put this on the continuous contract for the moment, only so that you and I could go take a look at longer term time frame charts. And that way you give you a good feel for what is taking place out here. So yes, you did identify the TD9 count pattern, bar number 8, and price has just pushed its way back to a first level of support, Stevie's red line. You can see a new profile is trading in between breakout support and breakdown resistance, meaning 176.02 to 180.15. This is just the 30-year just simply consolidating sideways. My suggestion is don't trade this. You got the Fed in there doing whatever it's doing out here. I just think there would be better things to trade than the 30-year Treasury. Now let's go take a look at the weekly time frame chart out here. That's why I put up the continuous. If we take a look at the weekly, tops with a TD9 count out here. Price is not above resistance, which is really 182.80 out here. If I look at a monthly time frame chart, what do we have here on the monthly? I don't have much. I don't really have anything. And now I come back to that daily time frame chart for you and actually put up in case you are trading this. Sometimes data will show up slightly different if I put up the current contract versus the continuous. That's what we're doing right now. I just want to make sure that we give, because I don't want a famous Japanese warlord coming after me. You know what I mean? Because you could find me. So you can find me here every day at TFNN. I don't see any other patterns. I don't know why. There we go. So what this didn't pick up on. So this is cool. I realize it's going to keep doing this because I kept hitting my button out here. But so ODA, what's cool about this is that we don't see that TD9 count to the downside that created that resistance level. You see that we just have here. So your real support is 176.02. I'm just going to do this because this will be helpful. And this is the reason, you can look to the continuous contract, folks, for general ideas. But, and again, we were trying to stitch together a lot of data. So going to the weekly, monthly, quarterly charts, typically you've got to use something like that. But here you see 176.02. I don't know if it's 176.02 on the continuous. And this is a problem because I'm not sure why things are taking so long here to this is not me typing. It was actually in any event, it is what it is. So we're just going to hit the enter button and wait to see if this thing will pop. Well, you know what it is when I do this here, it's a lot of data. Actually, the reason why it was so slow when I put in the September contract was because it doesn't have enough data to calculate the quarterly, monthly time periods, which are, you'll see at the very bottom of my screen when I type in a symbol for one. Okay, good. We got 176.02, but you didn't see the 180.15 level out there. So just use those areas. And I hope that this helps you out, Oda, because I don't want you coming after me. You know what I mean? Okay, so that takes care of all of the questions, I believe, that we have so far. If I have overlooked something that was typed in on the den, would you be kind enough to put that in? I think there was a square. Was that a request out there? If it wasn't, we're going to make it a request out here. It's for one of our denners, I believe. And if we take a look at Square, just to give you a feel for what Square is doing, SQ, by the way, folks, is the ticker symbol. And in Square, here's what we can see. Price is trading above the top of its daily profile, above the top of its weekly profile, above the top of its monthly profile. Okay, we'll go take a look at Bitcoin right after this. So this has cleared all kinds of resistance out here. Let's go see on the daily time frame for Square if we've got any kind of a topping signal or anything. So as we take a look at it, this is going to be in bar number 4 of a TD9 count pattern. So we don't have that. I do have wave number 7, that's letter G, but this won't be confirmed until we see a lower high out there. That can be a topping signal. Support right now on a daily basis is 112.06. That is Stevie's green line. The weekly time frame here for Square, what do we have? We do not have any kind of a topping pattern out here. Going to be in bar number 5, it looks like, this week. And on a monthly basis, price just moving higher, doing less relative energy. It also has entered wave number 7. That is letter G on my screen out here. But again, we won't have any type of confirmation of wave number 7 until the next bar closes. So that's not until another month or so. So inside of Square, everything looks mean and green out here, and support at 112.06. The next thing below that would be 106, and then below that final support would be 84.06. We get back from this break, we're going to go take a look at GBTC, but I am guessing that S&P would really like me to take a look at Bitcoin as well to find out where support is. And that's what we'll do when we get back from this break.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has just launched their July 4th Tiger Dollar sale. For 1 week only, we've doubled all the bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good on all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and trading services, and never expire. For all the details and to get your Tiger Dollars before this sale ends Monday, July 6th, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get the competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So right now we got the Dow up 377. The S&P is up 45. And we're going to go to our next question, which was to take a look at Grayscale Bitcoin Trust out there, which I believe is traded off of Bitcoin. So we'll take a look at both, but let's put up the charts out here for GBTC. And what was the question? I apologize. I know you wanted me to take a look at it. But what is the question out there with regard to GBTC? Here's what we can tell you that it's doing right now. But we're just to take a look at this and just disregard Bitcoin itself. Maybe that's the right thing to do. I'm not sure. Time for entry. Well, if there was a time for entry, this chart here shows a brand new daily profile S&P that formed. And the bottom of that box is 937, and the top is 1030. Now you can see that this box is formed below the prior box. That's usually a bearish kind of a sentiment out here. And so, but if you wanted to, as a trade, 937 was the number. If you take a look at Friday's close, to close right on that level, that was the bottom of this bullish structured profile out here. Whether 1030 holds as resistance or not, maybe. If you take a look at the weekly time frame chart, you'll see a bearish structured profile, and you'll see that at the center of that box, which is not really at the center, it's towards the top of that profile, how that really acted as resistance. So you've got some significant resistance, not just at 1030, but in this 1195 area out here. And there's really nothing that the monthly time frame chart is assisting us with. So that's all that this shows us right here. Any questions, S&P? I'm going to assume no, but if you do have one, let me know. Type that in. We'll go back and take a look at it. Now, with regard to Bitcoin itself, I know what else I can do here. GBTC. Let me get that going on one chart. But let me pull over Bitcoin. So to the extent that the underlying instrument is actually Bitcoin, and here I do have the continuous contract. I won't even apologize. It just is. And so if we take a look at this, what you can see is there is a TD9 breakout support at 91.30. And so see how prices held this 91.30. Now, I don't have any kind of a bottoming pattern out here, just price pulling back to breakout support. So 91.30 is going to be a key area for you. Now, what price has not done here is price is not trading above Stevie's green line. That's at 94.82. So it's really trading between support, 91.30, resistance, 94.82. Which way is this thing going to break? I have absolutely no clue. Now, I'm not going to change it there. Here, this is a chart I've got, mostly. Oh, I got GBTC right here. Son of a gun. How about that? Okay, so now we got GBTC. Totally different looking pattern. Okay, out here, S&P. So, and I'm not sure. I don't trade these vehicles, so I'm not sure what to make of it. I'd have to investigate. You can see the wave number 7, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator topping pattern here for a Grayscale Bitcoin trust. You see that Stevie's green line turned red a few days ago. We should see price and that line catch up to each other. A test and rejection, meaning in this case here, getting up to 1016 and closing back below that level would be bearish because it's a red line. And this would suggest that GBTC would pull back to about 703. So not until you see Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or Bitcoin at least, be able to take out its Stevie's green line. In fact, let me put up. Nah, I'm not gonna waste our time here at this stage of the game. So that's our take on Bitcoin, or that's Bitcoin's take on Bitcoin. That's what the charts are signaling to you and I. Next question is, Steve, 60 and 120-minute support on OKTA. OKTA. And let's go see what OKTA is. OKTA. And this is for Boston Dan. So Boston Dan, this is Okta Inc. out here, trading out at 207.50 above the top of the daily, weekly, and monthly profiles out there. And you're short. So just want you to realize that 2 weeks ago, Boston Dan, that this closed above on a weekly basis above the top of its bearish structured profile. And then last week was week number 2 out here. So just looking at profile levels, nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern. Stevie's going to say right now, without looking at my other charts, time to be very careful about being short this ticker symbol, just because for the reasons that we just took a look at. Now, let's go look at my other chart, see if we can find some type of topping pattern or signal, something for Boston Dan to hang his hat on. And price is moving higher, doing less relative energy, but you can't hang your hat. You can start pounding the nail, but you can't hang your hat here. So no topping signal. Price is pulling back and trading at Stevie's green line level, right in this 207.50-ish arena out here. So no real key level of support. Has failed. And no bearish reversal candle, which says, okay, be careful out here. And you asked about the 60-minute. So let's take a look. So, I don't I will just, Boston Dan, maybe this works for you. And cool, great. God bless you if it does. Not because you might have sneezed, which would, of course, mean coronavirus if you sneeze. You can't sneeze anymore, right? What was I saying? I don't like 60-minute time frame charts for something that trades for 6.5 hours a day. We don't have equal increments. We're comparing we truly are comparing apples and oranges when we take a look at the last candle session of the day for a 60-minute time frame chart. What does this have? It's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. That's for sure. It's confirmed. It's got the bearish dark cloud cover candle and then follow through. And price right now on a 60-minute time frame is trading below the center of its bearish structured profile. And this would suggest a move to 198.03 to 190.65. I'll share with you the daily time frame chart is just as important for you to be focused on and taking a look at. And if you know that I don't like the 60-minute chart, well, then you know I absolutely hate the 2-hour chart. But here is the 120-minute time frame chart. Again, the reason, folks, is because 30-minute charts are any time frame where you have equal increments in that 6.5-hour day. And there's several of them. Then at least you're comparing, an equal bar to an equal bar from a time frame standpoint. Short of that, I think you get mixed, confusing messages out here. But you've got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top on the 2-hour time frame chart as well. It's confirmed with the bearish reversal candle. Price traded inside its bearish structured profile, but right at the center. So it's really at support. You need to see a nice close below this to suggest to move back to 193 to the 198 area. Now, 30-minute time frame chart Well, I guess I got to put more time in this, so let's do this here. Don't know why this doesn't have more days in it, but we will only 10 days. 10 days isn't going to do that trick for us. Let's put in 50 days worth of data, and then we'll get all of my other tools here will populate. So now as we take a look at the 30-minute time frame chart, okay, here, because we got equally incremented bars, you've got the Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal as well. If you're asking me where support is, the chart is telling you it's at 206.16. And that is the bottom of its profile. And so if you're short, which you are, you're looking for price to close below 206.16 today to suggest a lower run. And that is, folks, all the time we've got for ticker symbol OKTA. That is Okta Inc. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back for the 2-minute wrap-up.
Markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets. This is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So Dow's up 394, S&P 44 points out there. Spot volatility still trading higher by 23 pennies out there. The reason that we're going to over the next couple of days, most certainly pay attention to that spot volatility index. Let me get back here and find a chart, and that way you'll be able to visually see it yourself. The question is, where did I put that? I just went all the way back to look at, here we go, it's right here. So on this chart, so this is a perfect example of what we're paying attention to. The top portion is the S&P. Bottom portion is the spot volatility index. It's a line chart, so it's just on the closing price. The yellow line on that chart is a 50-day exponential moving average. Now, when we have, so we're looking for these green diagonal lines on the bottom, and what those green diagonal lines are representing are higher closing lows in the spot volatility index at the same time that there is higher price inside the S&P 500. Now, it can't be used as a timing tool, but what it can be used as is a sphincter tightening tool, the hair on the back of your neck type of a tool out there. And when you see the pattern in play, it's time to tighten your stop, maybe not be as leveraged if you're using some type of leveraged instrument. It's a real clear warning sign. Now, it doesn't tell you when the rug is going to be pulled, so to speak. For that, we can use shorter time frame charts inside the S&P to get those feels. We can take a look at TD9 count breakout levels to see if they begin to fail. As an example, here's the 30-minute time frame chart for the ES Mini. Assume that we had days worth of the rising S&P with the rising bottoms spot volatility index. And then, we don't have that, by the way. I'm just asking you to assume that for the moment. And then you get a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top pattern out here. We get this key reversal bearish engulfing session on a 30-minute time frame. If the ES Mini were then to close below breakout support at 31.48, well, then we might be onto something with regard to the pattern we just looked at in the spot volatility index and the S&P 500. Most important pattern for us to watch over the coming days out here. Otherwise, things are very bullish. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned for 2 more great hours, and I'll see you on Terrific Tuesday. Have a magical Monday, folks.